There's Bill and his dynamic voice coming in there.
Hey, hello, everybody, Branch Demon podcast listeners. We're here with Sydney Jersak.
There you go. Very good.
That name. So, and let's see, we have Mikey Ben. He says, hello, phantasticus. I like that.
It's
pretty good.
I like that.
Ha ha.
Well, everybody who is joining us, just know if you have any questions, you can just put them there in the chat. And I've got a couple questions to start this off with Sydney. And hey, hello, Geraldine.
Hello.
Geraldine was the one of them who was with me in Madagascar and got to see some fans in the wild.
Still have yet to do that. Still on the bucket list.
Oh, it is an amazing experience.
Yeah. I didn't get to, so for reasons, but that's okay.
That's okay. Well, let's allow us to get this started with asking about what your job is, because it sounds interesting.
Yeah, so it's a very large kind of exotic pet store called Pisces Pet Emporium. There's only one. We're family owned, but we're the largest in all of Canada. And I don't know what it's like in the States, but I'm sure there's huge pet stores too. So I can't say for sure North America, but we're definitely one of the largest in North America as far as size goes, like store wise. I think it's like 50,000 square feet.
Okay, that's respectable.
Yeah, and so even though I am a reptile guy and I still work in the reptile department, I actually am the coral nerd in the saltwater department.
Well,
that's all those pictures that you take that are amazing and colorful.
Yeah, so I gotta make sure all those live.
It's like, okay, another hobby. What?
Yeah, Sydney. Everybody
I did
knows,
have a reef tank.
You what?
I did have a reef tank, and then I went to school, and I unfortunately had to shut it down because I had all of this.
Yeah, I get it. Oops, I'm knocking stuff down.
Well, Sydney, there was a life milestone at, I think, year 2007, where I essentially was restarting my life, and I had a decision to make: chameleons or seahorses. And I was very close to filling an entire room with aquariums for seahorses.
That would have been something. Yeah, there's a few species you can start collecting too.
It's a whole new world.
I know,
and I would have loved it. I would have gone into it, but I think it was the having to raise my own food with more saltwater aquariums to really do it right. And it just became, okay, I'll just get some more chameleons.
That's fair. Yeah, that is a large kind of barrier to anyone breeding seahorses, because it's not like we're in Hawaii. You can't just pump in ocean water full of plankton and phytoplankton. So a little harder.
Yeah.
So
I was almost the Seahorse guy, Seahorse Academy.
Academy, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But my life went a different direction. And Yvette, actually, did you know about the seahorses?
Yes, I did, because we have another aquatic pet store near, and you wanted to go check it out. We may have gone inside and check it out. And then you were talking about, the temperatures need to be checked of the water. And, there's a lot of variables in there. So I knew about it.
So we overlapped.
Yes.
Seahorses and Yvette overlapped in my life.
And then on our honeymoon, we went to the Monterey Bay or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice. Yeah. That's in California, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Northern California. It's such a cool area.
Yeah, that is also one that I haven't gone to. I am going to the Georgia Aquarium in August for a work training thing. So that's the first time I'm going to go to any sort of aquarium. That's so exciting.
Okay. Well, as in Georgia, the state. It wouldn't be
Georgia.
The country.
Yeah, Atlanta.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Oh, we got to say hello to Annette. Has joined us.
Howdy.
And
Annette.
oh my gosh.
Hi.
What the heck? James Cross?
Yes.
What?
Mr. Cross, my brother from another mother.
Geraldine says they have seahorses where I work. Three
Oh,
adults and
yes.
2 babies.
Is Geraldine in Georgia too?
No, Geraldine's in Pennsylvania,
Okay, Pennsylvania.
I think. Did I get
Okay.
that right, Geraldine? I keep,
I-
those eastern states.
Or the
I tell you.
South or something.
Let's see. There's Mikey Ben. My son will be moving to
Uh-huh.
Calgary, so now I have an excuse to the WCRE.
Yeah, that's our big local show.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's 2 a year, Western Canadian Reptile Expo. So it's pretty much like British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, sometimes some Manitoba folks, but
Was it called Canadian Reptile Expo? The what? Western or what's it
Western
called?
Canadian Reptile Expo.
Okay. Now that'll make sense.
Yeah, Mikey
there's-
Ben is our Canadian correspondent, and
Okay.
he goes to these expos and takes pictures with all the big Canadian names.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, there you go.
All right, so Mikey Ben, when you go to the WCRE, you need to get a picture with Sydney.
Yes.
And let's see. Okay, so Geraldine is in Pennsylvania. Excellent. Okay. I remembered that right.
Janet is in Georgia, I think.
Janet
Wild Horse
is in Alabama.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Marcia
never
and
mind.
Renee are in Georgia.
Okay. Get all the people mixed up here and there.
Yes. All right. So Mikey Ben says mission accepted.
Yes.
That's what Sydney looks like. Go find
Sounds
that.
good.
Yeah.
So now, in addition to where you're working now, you're working on having a cool job afterwards.
Yeah.
And so tell everybody here a little bit about your what you're doing in vet school and your aspirations.
Yeah, so I finished my first year of vet school, so I got 3 more years to go. Before I also got a degree in evolutionary biology and genetics, so that was also a fun degree, especially for someone. I think ever since I was little, biology has been my way, or that was all I wanted to do. So that was good. And yeah, so vet school, and then eventually, hopefully, I'll probably get board certified in some sort of, I think, exotic companion medicine with reptiles and amphibians, and hopefully some sort of small animal surgery stuff. So I get to see all the cool things and do all the cool procedures and never get bored.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I've been thinking, maybe I should go to vet school. And I'm thinking, yeah, maybe I'll just stay where I am and
Yeah.
Yeah, you considered that a
be
while
a
back.
content creator.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, I don't have that talent to be a content creator, so I'll do vet med and you can do the content.
Have you? I know you are on Instagram.
Yes.
Have you tried to do a YouTube at all?
I have. My girlfriend is very techie, and she's like, "Oh, you should do this. You should do reels." And I'm just like, "But I don't know if I want to." But
Yeah, you take great pictures, that's for sure. So
yeah, I love taking photos. Like that's just like I have an album of probably 1,000 photos of just leaf tails. So I'm like, oh, I love doing that. But yeah, I was gonna start at least some reels.
right.
But
Okay.
well, maybe in the future. That was my goal this summer. I was like, I'll do some.
Well, I don't like video, and it took me.
I like them.
She spent 2 years every time we talk. So, how's that YouTube idea going?
I roll, whatever.
Yes, for 2 years she made me
No,
do
it's
that.
probably more like 3 or 2001.
So I finally got the discipline to do it, and so yeah, I've dabbled on YouTube.
Yeah, I've in the last few years I started kind of being more open to the podcast and that kind of stuff. I was always kind of like pretty, I don't know if I want to be on camera, but the ones I've done so far have actually been super fun. So
Yeah, these are actually easy, and it's a good connection with people.
And get to blab about things that I'm interested in.
I know, that's the right thing, or what you want to learn about. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, my real passion is the audio podcast. And
Yes.
Oh yes.
But doesn't have a whole lot of reach. So
yeah, definitely YouTube is definitely much bigger reach than Spotify.
Oh, all right. So let's talk about what Europlatus you have there. This is all get to know Sydney.
Yeah. So currently I have Phantasticus, I have Sikora, and then I have the PH Monis, which are the cork bark leaf tail geckos.
Oh yeah.
I produce produce Phantasticus and Sequoia regularly. The cork barks, I have not yet been successful. They are proving much more difficult and stubborn than the other two, but it's a challenge. I'll take it up. I have a few eggs incubating that are dark, so I'm really hoping that at least one or two actually makes it full term. Trying to find information on incubation period is like nothing on them. I think Bion has the only article on how long it is, and even they're kind of like, oh yeah, it's plus or minus 40 days, 50 days. I was like, oh okay, so I don't know. So I'm just gonna leave it and hope until they go moldy, and then if they go moldy, I'll be sad. But until then, I won't touch them.
All right, Mikey Ben is saying Sydney has some beautiful plants in back. What's your favorite for Phantasticus?
Ficus benjamina. It's perfect.
For fans.
It's perfect. I use it.
I love it too.
All of my Phantasticus. It's like the branches are thin enough. They're perfect size. The leaves are about the size of their tail, so they can kind of curl up with it
and wedge in there. And
yeah, I love them.
Yeah,
I'm okay. I like Ficus benjamina for Phantasticus. Sydney, there was one point that I made the mistake. I didn't realize this was a mistake, that I mentioned that I really didn't like Ficus benjamina for chameleons. And my community
never let him live
rose up against me.
He gets
roasted. They even made T-shirts about Bill and the ficus tree. And James is sitting there in Madagascar pointing to the Ficus benjamina in Madagascar, and he knows exactly where it is, and he's going to make me take a picture by it when we go in January. This is how far it's gone, Sydney.
See, what was your reason for not liking it for chameleons?
My reason is because for it to get to the point where the branches are solid enough to be worthwhile as a branching object, and the leaves are thick enough to be effective for an adult, say panther chameleon in a 2x2 by 4 foot tall cage. The tree it just takes up so much of the cage. It's like overcrowds the cage, and then it's getting ready to go out the top. So the tree itself is a good plant. It's just when we put it into our cage, it's like we can do what it does better with pothos and branches. And my community disagrees with me.
See, I fully agree with that. I would say I'd fully agree with that. If you told me that was a reason, I'd be like, okay, fair enough.
That makes good. Makes sense.
So
yeah, a little bit more weight to the chameleons than the Phantasticus.
Yeah. Well, I think for it to get that massive, it's got to get a huge trunk, and so it takes up a lot of the center, and it just like takes the cage space.
And you could do the same thing with vines.
Like all right, I knew it was coming. Ficus rules, Bill.
I also started recently. I started in some of my other enclosures. They don't always do 100%, but I have one that's doing very well. The false Aurelia. It's the New Caledonian plant.
What is that one again? Is it the Ming or the Fabian? Do you know? As in, does it look like this back here? Does it have is a lacy leaves or the solid like round leaf?
Lacy.
Okay, yeah. I like that one too. I like the Aurelias. They do well, but I've got I think that's the Fabian.
I'm looking at false Aurelia, and I'm just
it's
this one.
It's the elegantissima or something.
Yeah, I know the Ming and the.
Which one do you think? I'm like totally Googling this.
It's like this guy. It's like this guy here.
Oh, he's going to show. Oh,
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they're native to New Caledonia, so I started using them.
Oh, nice. Okay. I like that.
Because like they grow pretty big. They grow like 6-7 feet if you let them, but obviously I don't let them.
Okay, so what I do is the Fabian Aurelia. That's in my
I think right there. I have used those too. I I think I killed one I had though, so I was like,
So-
nope.
All right, I'm like getting all the images and stuff
All
like
right,
that. It's the only way
hopefully-
I can look at. Oh, I love that.
Aurelia. There we go.
You got it.
Yeah.
I like to see all these different plants because I'm like, ding, ding, ding.
James
I can use
says-
that one.
Sully is literally sitting on a ficus branch right now. Sully is his big
Parsons?
yellow lip Parsons chameleon.
Well, that's quite a bit of weight on that.
Oh,
yeah, well, he's also got massive cages.
Fair
so
enough. Well, that helps too.
He's not trying to fit
Does
a
it look-
ficus,
does
a
it
massive
look like
ficus
this?
in a
Does
2
it
by 2
kinda
by
look
4.
like this? That looks like a
Oh,
baby
that's
one.
the one that he.
Okay.
Yeah, the
I
false
got
Aurelia.
it. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like a. Yeah, I got it.
So,
Nice.
But,
But
yeah,
I
ficus
do-
by far.
but everybody needs to know I do use ficus in my baby cages. My baby cages, they're perfect for baby chameleons. So I really don't have anything against ficus trees. It was just in a moment of not smart honesty where I was giving a personal preference that was universally disagreed with.
Yeah, can't say anything without being judged.
I tell
I
ya,
know.
it's a rough world out there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let me tell you about my people.
Judgy.
And that's Mikey. We
Love
troll
it.
Bill out of love and respect.
Yes.
That's the kind of love and respect I get, Sydney.
Let's see what else we got here? So
Okay.
you have a lot of your platypus.
Yeah, they're looking for the Aurelias and taking a
I
look.
forgot how to spell it, but it's on there and I just forgot already. So it's
Well,
all right.
For the Phantasticus, I do love the Black Pagoda lipstick plant
Mm-hmm.
because for the same reason you said about ficus, the leaves look like fantails.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I don't know if they care about that at all, if they actually know what that means, but
Oh, God.
I think it's pretty cool.
I think it looks, yeah, and it fills at least the enclosure. It fills it nice, and then you can keep it trimmed because usually it's one ficus, and that's all the enclosure has. And then when it grows, it'll sometimes annoyingly pop out the top, and then I have to trim it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, freaking ficus, misbehaving, can't be
Yeah.
controlled.
Yeah.
That is my one complaint. I have some of them. I don't even know how they get through the Exoterra screen, but they do, and then they
They do.
get thick on the other side of the screen, and then
Yes. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta be on top of them.
Gotta trim that crap out.
yeah,
So-
I gotta get a pull out a
I
saw.
love what you got in there right now. What is that? You just said what it is.
That's the Fabian Auralia.
Well, when he was taking his pictures in Madagascar with the Fanta, I was like, it resembles either that or the Ficus benjamina, all the
it
leaves.
resembles a ficus bench.
So I don't know what it is since I wasn't there, but I'm like, we're on to something. So that's good.
All right. Well, I'm going to save my question till after Mikey's. Sydney, do you provide care sheets when vending expos or
Yes,
recommend
I
what
do.
sources?
Excellent.
Actually, there's the one on my website. If you go on my website, I think under the Europlatus tab there is a care sheet, like a
Ooh,
quick and dirty, like temperatures, plants,
very good.
stuff like that, different species. Obviously, it's kind of a general one. So if you're
Mhm.
looking for something for Fimbriatus or something, it's going to
That's
modify it slightly, but the general kind of scheme of things, I think I reviewed it many times and I gave it to some other folks with Europlatus and they all tended to agree. So I think
Good.
it's pretty good care sheet.
All right.
I know what's another one. I know I've used Reptifiles kind of. I think that's what her name is. Her
Mhm.
care sheets I've used. They're good. So definitely, yeah. Don't click on like just the first random one on Google because I have seen some things like 85 degrees. Nope.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Yeah. Good old AI and Google like to
Yeah.
combine things.
Is it
Yeah.
treecritters.com, your website?
.ca.
Oh, .ca. Whoops.
He's a Canadian.
He's a Canadian.
So
My bad.
I
should know these things.
Well, I am wondering what you see as far as the community growth in your Platus, and the context of that is that we're breaking into another stage with Phantasticus, where we have dedicated breeders with constant availability. And so if you wanted to get involved in Phantasticus, at least in the States, and then of course Beyond's over there shipping internationally. So if you wanted to get a captive hatched Phantasticus, you could get a hold of it. I mean, CITES and all that kind of stuff out county. And I'm wondering what you would see as, is there another one that's waiting in the wings that could at some point break through and get to that level next?
For me personally, at least, I always recommend, if someone wants to get into leaf tails, I always recommend they start with a Sakura, with a Mossy.
Okay.
Especially in Canada, I think they are severely underrated. Like the Phantasticus, everyone wants one. So when I have those available, I'd probably they sell like that. But then the Mossies kind of stick around a bit more. But I think it's, especially if you don't have a good amount of reptile experience, Phantasticus, they're sensitive, obviously, and I think the one downside if you're kind of a newer keeper is there's not a lot of time to fix an issue once you already notice an issue with them.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah, like as soon as I haven't seen it as much with fans other than dehydration, but once the tail starts curling, once you start noticing they're spending too much time on the ground, it's kind of like, oh god,
the countdown begins.
Yeah, unfortunately. So
some of my older people, like around 8 or 9, or I think I got one almost 10. Yeah, I'm like,
okay.
This time is nigh. Like a wild caught 10-year-old, like I've had it for about 10 years. Yeah, it's like,
oh geez, okay, because there's no info on how long they
actually
live.
There's not.
So
and
that's the oldest one I've heard of recently.
Some come in and they're like, I mean, of course you don't know how old they are. Some come in and you're like, wow, that didn't last very long, but you never know how old they are. They come in, they breed, and all of a sudden like they're gone. You're like, wow.
Yeah, for sure.
But so you get the signs. You're like, okay, the countdown is kind of like, oh, okay, I might expect that soon.
Yeah, especially the ground bit. I've especially sometimes after a female lays for me. That's why I have the injectable calcium on hand, which isn't, I don't recommend doing this unless you know what you're doing. But having it on hand has definitely helped me personally with sometimes if they lay eggs and then they just dump their calcium reserve. And then I'm like, you're on the ground way too much. So then I give them a boost, and that usually helps them very well. Go to your vet, you folks who are watching. If that happens, don't do it yourself. But definitely helps. But yeah, with Mossies, I find
a little liquid. I want to ask him that.
Yeah,
I had a question for you. Sorry about that. Can I interject with the calcium? Because I haven't had to do that yet, but I know it'll happen possibly in the future. Is it like a syringe?
Yeah,
with
it's a needle. It's like an insulin needle. It's tiny.
I can do that. And where do you actually inject it?
So they kind of where their armpit is, just a little bit further back on the side. The skin's fairly loose.
Yes.
So you can just very gently get the needle in there and just under the skin.
And it's probably a little microscopic amount.
So. Yeah, I think it's 0.01. I think it was 0.03 mils for
you can get a small syringe with a very short needle. I'm very versed in syringes, so
yeah. I have the insulin needles, the little tiny ones.
See, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I used, and I think for a Phantasticus, it'd probably be like 0.01.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Yeah, because I was curious.
It's harder. It's harder to overdose than you'd think. So you can do a heavier dose, and I don't do it. I don't have to do it often.
Right.
It's fairly rare, but I still have it on hand just in case because it has saved my butt before.
Very good to know.
But it's such a tiny amount, and I'm like, oh my god. And then you go, you come at school, for a horse gets 30 milliliters or something, and then you go to little reptiles and they get 0.02, and I was like, oh nice.
I know, where it's not even like a drop on the a little stick, something like that, a toothpick. And I know stuff we don't even know yet, so it's
exactly, for sure,
just up in the air,
but going back to the Mossies, I think with the tails, if the Mossy, if their tail starts to curl, it's like, oh, okay, I need to, hydrate you more. And they usually still have a good bit of time, unlike the Phantasticus. And they get bigger. So if people, Phantasticus, I always say, they're one of those things. I don't recommend handling them overly often because
Hmm.
they're super fragile. At least, like, they're not really keen on it usually, at least from my experience. So I leave them be unless I'm taking photos.
Right.
And like the Mossies, like I have a big Mossie female. She's probably 8, 9 inches. She's massive. But
Dang.
yeah, she was a wild caught female. I think I've had her for 5 years now.
Wow. All
Yeah,
right.
she like clockwork. I pair her up in February, and then she lays eggs every 30 days without even being paired. Like she'll retain for 14 months.
Whoa.
So
Wow.
she's a big one, but she's like monster eater, zero issues ever. I've never had a calcium problem with a Mossie, and I just think that's because they have more. Obviously, they're bigger, so they have more blood calcium to give.
Hmm.
But I always recommend go with a Mossie because they're a little bit easier. I know a lot of people I've talked to in the States, they recommend Ebenawis as kind of a first starter as well
Yeah, I've
because
heard
of
that.
because of their temperature. They can handle hotter temperatures.
Hmm.
I don't have any, so I can't say for sure, but definitely that's another one that is extremely rare in Canada. And there's a couple breeders that, maybe produced 2 to 4 babies a
Hmm.
year. Like, but they're not like Europlatus focused. They just kind of have a little bit of everything, and then they have one pair of this.
Right.
But yeah,
Does Dion have them? I think he does.
I see a
Yeah,
lot of,
Just
Dion has Ebanawi, right?
now he does, yes, but
yeah.
he hasn't produced, or no, I don't think he's produced any yet.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
in time, yeah, he will for sure. And yeah, he has Henkelai too. So that's another one I guess
Yeah,
that I've
Hinkley?
heard.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, but don't yeah, that's another one I've actually heard is pretty good as far as starter goes. That's one that I want, but I need more. I need a house first.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember I
Yeah.
wanted lineatus, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna have to
They
calm
are
down.
lineatus are very cool. They're like the odd kind of one
Right.
out as far as pattern and color goes.
And they're feisty, bratty. I mean, I've kind of
Yeah,
heard the same.
they are, and yeah, but definitely down the line, I aim to have one or two pairs of most of the available
Right.
species is kind of my goal, and then I'll be happy.
Well, you have the Pietchmanai. That's
Yeah,
mm,
those. Yeah, I wasn't
jelly
actually.
beyond.
Yeah, I didn't actually think I would get them that early because I remember like I think I've had mine now for about 3 years, the longest one.
Right.
And I remember seeing them like in pictures and talking with a couple friends, like, oh my God, if I ever get these one day, oh, I'll be so happy. And then they kind of just appeared on a Europe to Canada import list. And I was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
hmm.
I
So
know.
I was kind
Oh,
of
that's
juggling it. I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm doing it. And now I have 6.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Yeah, I got to kind of babysit one. I was shipping it off to another location in the States for a friend because they were moving and she was getting out of all of it. And
Mm,
she used to be really big on Fantasticus, got a hold of some from, I think, Dre from North California.
mm-hmm.
And so I was able to have one of them, a male, for a few days and ship it off for her because she couldn't do that. And boy, just holding it, incredible. I was in
Oh yeah,
love.
they're
That'll
awesome.
like calm myself down, just kind of, I don't know, the heft, the feel. It was just like a little rock monster. Just a,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, Twitter pated.
Mikey Ben is asking, Sydney, do you continue to work with Wildcaught or wholly captive bred now?
I try to go as much captive as I can. Unfortunately, with Canada, there really is no other person that I can get, breeder kind of stuff
Hmm.
from. And at this point, I'm kind of at the point where color and pattern does kind of matter to me. Although
Yeah, you get to
I
that point.
definitely, yeah, I definitely know that just because a Fantasticus is brown, she can throw crazy babies. So I don't use that, like, it's not a deal breaker for me.
Hmm.
But unfortunately, it's been a while since I've got a wild caught in general. Um, Partly because I haven't seen Fantasticus available, like wild caught, in the last 2 probably years, which is kind of interesting. But oh well. There was a few at their last Reptile Expo. I'm assuming there might be some at the next Reptile Expo. I'm going down to Medicine Hat, which is about 3 hours south of where I am. They
Mhm.
have, I guess, so there's a third Western Canadian Reptile Expo. There's two in Calgary, one in Medicine Hat. Um, I'm assuming one of the big pet stores out of Ontario that does the shows, like brings stuff from the shows every year. He had two last show,
Yeah,
and
they're
I'm
really
assuming
good.
he'll still have one. They weren't the best color, but they were captive, so I was tempted. I was like, you know what? If it's still there, I'll sell one of my. I have two female like offspring that I've produced that are captive. So I was like, I'll sell one and then
Get
bring in some new genetics for that. And I think that'd
right.
be a pretty solid
Man, I
payoff.
wish we lived closer.
I know. Yeah, I was like,
I got some stuff for you.
yeah, I know. I see your blotch stuff, and I'm like, ugh.
Well, there's the vein, the blotched,
The
and
high
just other stuff I
greens.
still haven't. Anyway, I've got a
She's got
lot
a
to
lot that
keep
goes
me busy.
on.
Like I haven't even begun to. But I know what you mean about some of them. Some people aren't interested in just the new bloodline; they're just interested in the coloring and everything. And so
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
it can be a little difficult to move. But then again, with Phantasticus, you don't know what's going to happen
no,
because there was a pair that turned out to be just totally green crazy. This pair, and the mother and the father they don't even look like the babies. And
yeah,
so
no,
it's like,
yeah,
whoa.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Europlanet's
Sydney.
genetics is still kind of up in the air, I find.
Right.
Yeah, you got to. You wouldn't believe. I'll be sitting there. I'll innocently be minding my own business, and she will come over with
In my
this
hands.
egg container or on her hand, this little speck of a fan
Yeah.
that is just
Little.
got the wildest colors, and she will rattle off its entire genetics,
I know. He's just like,
both trees, and this is Gakota and Boa Fant, and it's like she's got all of these names. She
yeah.
knows every one of them.
Sometimes I have a hard time writing down the lineage. Like this is captive generation 4, F filial 2, something like that.
Yeah.
We try to figure out the lineage and
I know.
and
I've
I
been meaning to
forget,
start an Excel sheet.
Oh yeah, she forgets all the filial numbers and that kind of stuff, but names
like
of
math and ain't
the
math and now.
grandfather and grandmother on both sides, and the fathers and the mothers, and she's got the
And then I add a
entire.
wild caught to this one to just, what do you call it? A diversify,
Yeah.
and I kind of.
Yeah, I do
It's a
still do
soap
that. So
opera.
I guess to that question, I do add wild caughts occasionally when like just to freshen things up a bit with some new bloodlines.
Right. So, and now my little deli cups, when I sense them out, they're kind of like crazy. Like, wow, that's a whole genealogy right there.
Geraldine is asking, what's your favorite look for Fants?
I think you like the black. Oops, sorry. Go
I
ahead.
do, yeah.
Answer. I
So
heard
yeah.
it.
So females for sure, that blotched, high orange, high red, those are
Oh
super
yeah.
crazy on the dark base.
Right.
I know males, you probably disagree, but in Canada, I've never seen a single male that is blotched.
Oh, I seem to be getting them like more than
Yeah,
females.
I know,
Crazy.
and I'm like, that's literally what I need.
Yeah.
And but with males, I've had a few that I've hatched in the past. There's just a really clean white vein from head to the tip of the tail with
Oh, so nice.
yeah, with like little white lines throughout on the like kind of radiating off from the spine, just like
Uh-huh.
leaf veins, and then the tails with the like the cutouts that the males have and the gaps. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a really nice look for a male.
Well, right now I put two together. The male is he's kind of really dark brown, and he has a super serrated, like a sawtooth tail. And
Yeah.
then I switched the female. I decided to put this dark female with him, and the dark female's parents are the male is a very dark brown with lots of crazy uh green spots, kind of like the galaxy type
Mm-hmm.
situation. And the mom is a really, really dark brown. So I'm giving lineage again. So, and she's vain. There's another one. Oh, he's vain. Anyway, so I'm trying to hope I get a dark vein male with a serrated tail, whatever.
Oh yeah.
It may not
Okay.
even work, but that would be just,
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I get a little crazy and I'm like, oh, well, I'll slap these two together and see what happens. So
Yeah, and honestly, with your planets in general, sometimes or a lot of the times it works
Oh yeah.
because you never know.
Yes, you never know. And sometimes you get like putting two leafy vein varieties together, get a totally light,
Yeah,
plain Jane gal. But I'm sure if she were to breed, she'd be just
yeah,
awesome. You never know what they're holding in the DNA pool, in
no,
the
yeah,
future. So I know. I like the genetics part. I'm not a geneticist, but it just I love them all actually, but I don't know.
Yes.
yeah.
The best kept secret in Phantasticus is that
Just
the plain ones produce wild ones.
I know, and so people don't believe me, but that's okay. I don't care. Whatever.
Well, yeah, sucks for them sometimes.
I know, and they're like, "Well, I want it that well."
Yeah, I don't know about you, but my number one question: can I get a black one with bright red eyes?
I do have one. I do
I
have
had
one. He's
I had
very,
one
very,
too.
very dark.
Yeah,
Very dark.
but that's my number one question I get, and I'm like,
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
what you get.
yeah. Like that's a question. Like when people message me that they're looking for a Fantasticus, they're like, I want a black one with bright red eyes, and I'm like, well, at night their
Tickle your
eyes are
head.
gonna be more red than during the day.
Right. And they
so
kind of
so
change sometimes. Yeah, that's right.
they
It's like, how would you like your hamburger ordered?
yeah
Medium rare.
yeah
So I'm like, yeah, I can't we don't serve that here, gotta
no
whatever. I know, I
yeah
just kind of cackle. I'm haha.
and they
All
hatch
right,
darker,
okay.
and then
Just
they
keep checking that.
yeah, and even if they stay dark, like when they hatch dark, they'll still be lighter than when they hatch. So
Uh-huh. And as they get
so
older too, they'll lighten up or they'll change. Like when you try to take a picture and they're not fired up and it looks like they're all pasty and it's like, can't
yeah,
win here.
yep,
I know all the drama that I create for myself.
yeah,
And I get to watch it.
I know. I'm sitting there going, gosh, if you only knew.
She talks to herself. Well, she talks to the world about these things.
Whoever's listening.
And whoever's listening, and that's usually me.
Yeah.
And I just sit back and pop some popcorn. This is you get some real good stuff out of her when she's just
I know.
just going at it.
Rattling off. So that's okay.
It is
Yeah.
wonderful. I learned a lot. Hey.
All right.
yeah.
Well,
But
my girl back there is doing great.
She's kind of a blotchy kind of situation, but she's female, so
And the thing is, I still can't find her. I have no idea where she sleeps. And
yeah,
I mean, I haven't torn the place apart, but
no,
I know she's in there somewhere because when I come in at midnight, she's sitting there on the branch looking at me, freezing, as in, you don't see me. And it's
no,
like, okay, I know you're there.
yeah.
But,
Is that a 18 by 36 or a 2 by something?
2 by 4?
2 by 2 by 4. Okay.
yeah.
And
Oh yeah, she's all the room in the world.
With these real cool.
You don't think you can say it here?
Well, this is a crosscut. This bioactive. Actually, James is here.
Is he still here, James?
James is in the cut. He makes these stands with the bioactive down there, and so it's really easy.
That's
to,
interesting.
Oh yeah.
And you can't see it there, but under here there's a drain that goes down into a bucket, and makes it so easy. And so I got my Aurelia down there.
Oh, he's on there.
And
he's here.
The Aurelia is growing up. The Black Pagoda is growing down.
Could you imagine the big Ficus benjamina you can plant in there?
I don't see it.
Could you?
I can't see it.
I like the variegated one too. It just brings
those are nice.
Dimension.
I'll get you one for your birthday.
There's so many now.
Whatever.
Like I walked into my garden center and there's a zigzag ficus where the branches like grow like this.
Oh, that's so cool. Did you get it?
No, I did not. I like the OG. But then there's a curly leaf ficus.
Ooh.
Where the leaves kind of start the branch and then they curl back onto themselves.
Of course, I got to look that up too.
What the heck are you doing in Canada?
I don't know.
We need to move there. I want to get my dual citizenship.
She's actually, yeah, she's got her family comes from Canada.
My mom and all the family.
Oh, okay. The good side or the weird eastern side?
They're from Manitoba. They
Okay, I'll allow that.
Winnipeg,
Okay.
and I don't even know what it's like there now, but I would want to live in British Columbia, of course, because I'm a
Mani-
coastal gal.
yeah, Manitoba is
It's different, my
it
mom
is.
says
It's
now.
very like if you're a it's very flat. That's kind of the
Yes.
best way to say it. Which I
My
mean, I would
grandfather,
say
yeah.
yeah, like Alberta to BC or to Manitoba is about the same.
Yeah.
All right.
Minus the
So
mountains.
Grandfather was a dairy farmer, but they moved
Oh, well,
together
that
years
make
ago.
Manitoba, yeah, that makes sense.
And then he hung around. My grandfather used to run into all the hockey players, like the guys whose grandkids are playing now,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
blah, blah, Brett Hull and blah, blah, and or his father,
Oh.
Bobby, or whatever.
So
Anywho.
this is the story that I am told that her mother, when her mother was going to school, during winter, they would put her on a sled. They would just wrap all these jackets and blankets
And the
around
dogs
her,
and the dog food, or that,
hook it up to the dog,
and they had their
just
food on there.
go. And the dog would take her to school.
Literally in the snow. Totally true.
Wouldn't even
Anyway,
around
I'm like,
with the dog.
wow.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised because Manitoba, we get a lot of snow here in Alberta.
Yeah.
Manitoba, being even flatter, gets even more because the wind blows it in.
Right.
So I've had times. I have some family in Manitoba. My grandpa's my grandpa's siblings live in Manitoba, and some winters, pretty much from the bottom to the top of the door is snow.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
there was a lot of snow outs or whatever they call it. Like, we're not
Yeah.
going to school today.
Oh yeah, everyone loves snow days as a kid.
Oh, that's so funny. Hilarious. But I've only been to Canada once. Can you believe that?
Oh yeah, I could come more.
Toronto.
Oh, you mean with me?
Yeah, that was fun though.
Yeah.
Downtown Toronto, because it's like the city and
Yeah, see, I'm the opposite.
nature.
I am nowhere near a city person, so I avoid large cities.
We're not like in a big city. I mean, we have a lot of things over here, but we're not like Toronto, so where we live. So we're like about an hour away from the beach.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I've only been to BC a few times, but
Yeah.
the towns on the outskirts of the big cities are nice.
Yes. Yeah. We're
So,
by, I don't know if you've been to California. I don't think you have.
no.
Anyway, I was going to say
No.
Disneyland.
No,
We're
yeah,
in
no.
Orange County.
This will be my first time going down to the States, to Georgia.
Oh.
Other than driving to Montana to get my permanent residence when we move to Canada and then drive back. That was about it.
So Georgia is in the summer you're going. It's going to be hot and humid.
That's what I've been told, yes.
Holy smokes. Hilarious. Yikes.
All right, folks.
We're like all right and at the same time.
Well, no, folks, it's we're going to be winding it down here. So if you have any questions about Fants or
Sydney
husbandry or anything you've been wondering, or Sydney's kind of
he's got a lot of cool things going on.
In Canada, he's pretty a big thing. So this is your chance.
Let's see. Let me see what we got here.
What do you got?
Toronto? Is that Mikey
Toronto,
Ben.
Mikey Ben.
Garter snakes and Wally.
Oh, yeah, you can actually see it.
Well, I got to use my
glasses.
You can't see
it. I see. Okay.
It's a little too small for me, even though I had eye surgery. I could see really good now, but obviously the print's a little too small for me there.
So with your final going through vet school, are you going to be continuing to breed your Fants and other Europlatus?
I plan to, even if once I graduate, I have to kind of separate everybody just to kind of get, the work going and learn how to balance my time. But I definitely, I definitely want to, I still want to do it, and I still want to keep them. So I'm not going to sell anybody. At least that's not the goal, or not. That's not my plan. So, even if I have to take a small break, I'll come back to it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. James is saying I'm not allowed to look at it. Don't worry, James. We'll never try to convince you to get in Fants. We respect your boundaries.
Maybe I'll try to butter up your wife and
Yeah.
Michelle.
We all know his boundaries and where they go. Sydney's, where do you want to see the fan community go from here?
Huh. That's a good question. Obviously, I think the biggest thing, especially here, since they're just
Yeah.
not available, is when people get one, they're always wild caught. I would like to see that eventually stop, because I know that when you look up, it's so hard to get an accurate population estimate. So
Mhm.
even though it says, oh, they're not, or like they're fine, like their population, like if you go on IUCN, but no one really knows. And I feel like if you're going there every year and plucking a bunch of them from the wild and putting in a container, shipping them over here, they don't, like, one, they don't do as well as captives. And I
Right.
think, yeah, like the biggest thing is captives, they're easier, like they're way easier, even though they're a Phantasticus, they're way, like they're hardier, right? Because they're born and raised in captivity. Um, as-
I have another question.
I definitely would want to see like more people get into Europlatus, but
Right.
it's I've definitely told a lot of folks at reptile expos, this is not a impulse buy animal.
Right.
So I think more education, I think, needs to be available. So
Right.
I try, every time if someone messages me a question, I probably go off on like 2 paragraphs of what and why. But I think if more people, did that, and even the importers, the wild caught importers, and obviously it's their livelihood, but I have seen some that market them as easy pets, the wild caught ones, which I don't agree with.
Would you say ED pet?
Easy.
Easy.
Easy
Yeah. Oh
pets.
yeah. Oh yeah. So
So yeah, definitely that I would like to see change. But I think overall, just getting you know, kind of getting a better understanding of the species and of the genus as a whole, because even though we think we know a lot, I think there's very little that we actually do know in the grand scheme of things about not only, like their life history and genetics, especially. I haven't been able to find anything on any sort of, morphs and genetics and stuff like that. Not like with crested geckos and leopard geckos where there's
mm.
4,000 morphs.
Oh yeah.
So I think I definitely want to see the education kind of side of it get better and more info available from the people working with them for people who want to start working with them.
Right. And the availability, it's not as big
Yeah, it's
in
definitely
Canada
scarce.
too. I keep
Yeah.
thinking, I don't know how the rules work. Like, whoa, what if they had a reptile expo like on the border of Canada, United
The
States? How
problem
would
with
the
them,
importing work right there? Like
yeah,
driving over the bridge
Well,
and
Tinley, yeah.
oh
yeah,
yeah. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people. I mean, they're definitely more available in the States over here.
yeah,
Yeah, so that would be like a little, but then the education is really important too. So I'm
yeah.
not one to like, I won't sell to somebody who just wants to willy-nilly get one.
No,
They have to
no.
do, and if they don't kind of prove to me that they're prepared, then I just kind of, kind of procrastinate until they
Or
can
yeah,
prove
I'd
that they can take care of
politely tell them maybe this isn't the best animal for you, or go do more research, and I'll answer any questions you have.
it. Right.
So
All right. Annette is asking, having different leaf-tailed geckos, can you keep them all in the same room, or do you separate them according to temperature requirements?
I keep them all in the same room. The fans being the most sensitive, I
Right.
kind of gauge my temperature off of the fans, and like sometimes it's fairly warm, like in the summer it'll get to the mid 70s. I try not to let it get above that, and everyone seems happy. And some of the other ones, I have had heat lamps on some of my other species if need be in the winter, because like
It's
I mentioned in the other video, yeah, when it gets -50 outside, it's a cold one. But yeah, I haven't had any issues in the years that I've been keeping anyone. Like, everyone's kind of chilling. I try to keep it as, low to mid 70s, and then in the winter, high 60s ish, just to kind of
right.
give them a cool down. But everyone seems pretty content, so I haven't had any issues with temperature.
Very good. Very
Okay,
good.
got a good question here. James Cross says, just curious, what makes them so difficult? Are they more difficult than chameleons? And I can answer that. James, they take like cool and humid environments. So unless yeah, they're a little bit more difficult unless unless you know what you're doing, like with parsons or shamrock chameleons. They take the exact same conditions because that's exactly where they come from. So if you've got some experience with parsons or shamrock chameleons,
Or quadricornis. That was my
yeah, quadricornis.
chameleons were my gateway, and then taking care of quadricornis
Yeah,
because it required
quadricornis.
lower temperatures and they're more persnickety.
And humid.
Yeah, they required a more dialed in care. And once
Yeah.
experiencing that, I was like, I could do this, or when Bill brought him in, I was like,
Yeah.
kind of prepared me, like kind of like the fast track. And once you're working with a higher level reptile, which I consider chameleons could be easy, but anyway.
Yeah.
I think you know what I mean.
There you go.
Yeah, I think they just don't have a lot of reserves. Like they're
Right.
small, and I think in general they're kind of on that fine line of too much or not enough of something.
Right. I do have quite a few people, actually one in particular. I'm not going to name their names, but they never had Phantasticus or any Europlatus at all. But they came to my website. They did everything. They got the enclosures. They showed me pictures and were asking like even questions I didn't even quite know yet. But they asked so many questions, and they ended up buying like 8 of them for me, and they're doing so well. But they really prepared themselves to take care of them. They wanted to make sure the temperature was right, the humidity, everything. So that I can appreciate.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But
James has got 2 quad.
oh yes, he does.
He's got parsons and shamrocks. Oh my gosh. James, cool and humid.
James, you can have fans.
I think,
but we have to like talk to your wife
I
because
pull it. No,
I know how that
talking
goes.
about.
Stop! Don't do that. Anywho, I'm just rambling there, but that's okay.
I've had a few that are like that too. That haven't like they've had some other geckos, but they were super committed. Did everything I told them, and yeah, they're doing great. So
excellent.
Yeah,
I know
there
I was
was
going
one
somewhere with that.
there was one that actually I sold to Ripley's Aquarium in Ontario. They were doing some sort of Dragons of the Natural World exhibit or
Oh,
something.
that's very cool.
So yeah, one Fant went there, and yeah, they also, even though they're aquarium, they have vets on staff, they still listened to a lot of what I had to say, and yeah, he's doing great. So
That's amazing. I love to hear those kind of stories and know that they're thriving, and listening.
yeah,
and
oh yeah, for sure.
translating what you teach to what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, you never want to get a DM or a text back in like a month. Oh, I died. I was like, ugh.
Oh gosh, I know. I don't even want to know.
No, yeah, no.
Don't tell me. Just don't.
Yeah, I've definitely had some times they're like, oh, he died, I want another one, and I'm like, do you know why he died or she died? It's like, no. It's like, okay, well, maybe we should figure that out first.
Yes.
So for the real answer to the question as to are they harder than a chameleon? They are exact in they like to be in the low 70s. And the difference between Fants and chameleons, because chameleons like the same conditions, is that Fants aren't as understanding of spikes to 85 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They like it cool. And
Like
72, yeah, like dark frogs and humid. And that's what they like. You can keep it cool and humid, then they're exactly like a chameleon. And James, I know you've been hiking through Ranamafauna and Marumizaha. That's where you
can't remember these
jumped
names.
off the trail, and he slipped off the trail. This is a story we love to tell in Marumizaha. That's where the fans were in the area where you slipped off the trail. The tour guides flew past, and he was back up on the trail before any of us could figure out what happened. But that's the conditions. It's a nice, the dappled sunlight, and it's cool at night and humid. I mean, it's just water all over the place.
Yeah.
So, and in Ranamafana, exactly the same area that we were finding the shamrock chameleon, the Kaluma o'Shaughnessy, and that's, and actually, I keep Kaluma o'Shaughnessy in the house with because our house is at Fant temperature.
Yes, our house is geared to Fant temperature.
So
So
there you go.
seriously.
Yeah, lol. I see what happened with Yvette. That's all I need is for stealing my bugs. What?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. Well, yeah, smaller bugs.
Oh yeah.
Smaller bugs. You'd have to get smaller bugs.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we can wind this down. Sydney, thank you so much.
Such a pleasure.
Coming
thanks for
on
having
and
me.
hanging out.
Heck yeah.
And
Yes.
we will see you around these digital hallways.
Heck yeah.
For sure.
So,
I'm
and
always
everybody-
posting.
Thank you very much for joining us here as we work to build the Fant community up and provide these little meeting spaces for people to get together.
Yeah.
It's the start of something, and we'll see how it grows.
All right.
So, all right, everybody.
Thank you.
See
See
ya.
you. Thank you, Sydney.
Yeah, no worries.